And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Green High School, the home of the Green Bulldogs. Tonight, it is high school basketball, the Stark Media High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. We got a good one tonight in the Federal League, the GlenOak Golden Eagles and the Green Bulldogs. Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Bourquin, as always joined by the shooter, Lee Foster. High atop the Green High School Gymnasium, the Eagles getting ready to our left, the Bulldogs warming up to our right. We got about 7 or 8 minutes before we tip off. We'll have the finishing up on the warm-ups. We'll have the national anthem, the starting fives, and we'll get this thing rolling here in the Federal League. Green 9-2, GlenOak 10-2. Oh, big one coming up here Friday, too. Jackson and Green, but you can't overlook this GlenOak team, Lee.
No way.
I mean, they got 9 games in the win column, 10, I should say. Now, they won their first 9. They lost 2 in a row.
That's right.
They got back on track against Canton Central Catholic on Saturday night in a very low-scoring game. I think they want to get out and open things up a little bit, but I'm telling you what, there may not be a better high school basketball coach in this area than Mark Hensley. He has done a tremendous job with his program, and they're not slowing down.
No, the tenure that you see, and again, we've talked about that with numerous guys we've had, right? We've had Tom McBride, we've had Bob Von Kennel, we've had guys that have been at places for a one-stop shop for 20-plus years, and he's another one. But, I mean, they go 23-3 last year, win the Federal League, and now they come back. They start kind of slow, lose an early one in overtime to Hoover, and boom, here they are, 9-2, atop, the league again, just right behind Jackson, and
they're getting healthy.
They're getting healthy. They got the sophomore big guy back in Bundalo. Taylor's taken over the point guard because Antonio Martin suffered that ACL injury at the end of the football season. Yeah. And Rawlison has just been an absolute wagon. I mean, he's getting 18 a game. We got CEO TJ Downing hitting with a Cupid shuffle up here in the deck.
Nobody wants to see that.
But no, this GlenOak squad, as you said, they start 9-0, right? They lose 2 in a row. Jackson kind of hammers them. They come back. Coach Creamer makes you grind it out. So they get a good win over on the road at Central. I'm curious to see what this looks like. Do they try to play as fast as they normally do? Because I think Green can match them step for step up and down the court.
I agree with both points there, but I still think they want to get up and down. I just think they're more comfortable getting the ball up and down. Now, the one thing GlenOak has to guard against, this will be our 3rd time watching them this year.
Sure.
They cannot get into a habit of watching Decoy Lipkins and everybody else stand around. They have got to play team basketball, share the ball, complementary basketball. That's what they were doing early. I think they kind of got away from that a little bit. Teams were slowing them down, and then it was 1 against 4.
Sure.
I think they've got to get back to maybe getting in a rhythm, getting up and down the floor. This Green team, they can play fast, they can play slow, they can do whatever you want to do, and they'll get you.
They will. They will. And I think, to your point, the Ja'Cory Lipkins approach kind of looked a little James Harden-esque, as we spoke about at Jackson the other night, is it was 4 guys standing watching him go, and he was hot early, right? He scored like 10 points in the first quarter, hit a buzzer beater to end it. He's as great as he is. He's got to use his team to his advantage. And if they share the ball, GlenOak could win this game. But they've got to play really well, and they need Green to not play their best game. Because I think through a month of the season, Green might be the best team in Stark County.
I would agree with you 100%. I mean, you're coming off a 23-3 year, and you think, oh, gosh, they're losing this guy, they're losing that guy. Well, that doesn't matter up here now.
They just reload.
They reload. There's no more rebuilding here. As I mentioned before, Mark Kinsley, I think he may be the best around doing it right now. He goes with what he's got, and they buy in.
They do.
He coaches them hard during the week in practice. They get after it. They don't shy away from playing great competition outside of the Federal League.
Absolutely.
And that's why you go 23-3. And I don't know when. And I don't like to make promises or guarantees. I would not be surprised one day if they're hoisting a state championship trophy in this gym at Green High School.
That'd be impressive. They got awful close just a couple years ago.
Let's pick up our national anthem. Nice job by the Green Bulldog Pep Band getting us our national anthem here tonight. Well, I see a couple of familiar officials on our crew tonight.
Dougie Gauze.
Dougie Gauze right down there in the middle. Flanked by the two other teammates on the court tonight. We'll get to the starting fives right now for the Green and GlenOak.
We got them. We'll start with the visitors, the Golden Eagles from GlenOak. They're going to start a senior, a junior, and that trifecta of sophomores. Senior Ben Davis, junior Ja'Cory Lipkins, sophomores Kenny Scott, Bryce Broom to go along with Reese Zerger in the middle. For your hometown, for your Green, the Green Bulldogs, they are going to start 4 juniors with 1 senior. That senior, Mark Danner, comes in averaging 9 a game. They're also going to start in those juniors. Luke Jansen, Brady Rollison, Ohio State baseball commit, Sammy, averaging 18 and 7 coming in. You know, could be an early look at a Federal League Player of the Year, potentially, if Green keeps winning. Number 2, Lucas Betong, and number 1, Jarrett Taylor, averaging 10, 7, and 4. Impressive stat line for the forward converted point guard, again, due to that loss of Antonio Martin. And don't forget, they do bring that young sophomore, the 6'8", Nikolai Bundalo off the bench. He's a load, and I think he'll get some action early.
Yep, I think you are right. Golden Eagles just got introduced to the crowd to our right. Bulldogs being introduced to the crowd down here to our left. We are up on the, I guess you'd call this a catwalk, so to speak.
The catwalk.
But the catwalk, it goes all the way around here as we are up top on the second level. You get bleacher seating on the far side and the near side, and you've got the catwalk where the media and other folks come up here. You got some little ones up here walking the track with their parents and taking in the hoops, and of course you've got the Green student section to the left, the band on the far side, and good place to watch a little basketball here in Green.
Did you get here early and run a couple laps, couple 400s?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you think I know this place so well? I'm always here doing laps.
I figured you were up here early getting a workout in.
Oh, yeah. So we are ready to go. The big green G logo in the middle in white, outlined in black and orange. They've got the painted 3-point keys here with the wood lane. Green and Bulldogs in orange on the baselines. Green in the home whites tonight, white jersey shorts, orange numbers and letters trimmed to the black. GlenOak Gold Eagles in the green jerseys, green shorts, gold numbers and letters trimmed in the white. They got the hype man here getting everybody to go, and we're underway here at the home of the Green Bulldogs on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster, good to be with you here on a Tuesday night. A little Stark County Federal League hoops. Should be a great ball game. Glad you could join us here tonight. Eagles coming out real quick in an aggressive man-to-man. Green works it down low. Rollison got inside the paint, had the ball poked away. Broom almost picked it away. Loose on the floor, gathered up by Taylor. He lost the ball, got it back, lost it. Who wants it? Anybody. Here comes Lipkins across the timeline. Ja'Cory leans in, puts it off the glass and scores. And the Golden Eagles have taken the early 2-0 lead.
Come out with a full court press here, Sammy. Get a man up 90 feet.
So here comes Green. Taylor, Betong, Rollison, Jansen, and Danner, your starting 5. But again, don't forget about Bundalo. He'll be coming in here, and he will make his presence known. Danner's got it deep on the right wing against Lipkins. Gets it out on top. 7:05 in the first quarter of play. Just getting cranked up here in Green. Just over the Stark Summit border. Long 3, top of the key. Back to the rim, no good. Put up by Betong. And a loose ball rebound by the Bulldogs, picked up by Taylor, and a foul is going to be called, I think, maybe on Scott in the paint. That's his first and the first team foul of the ball game.
Yeah, they, Kenny Scott, young sophomore, talked to his dad in the hallway as we walked in. Kent State grad, St. Ed's guy, and he was looking forward to a fun game tonight, watching him get up and down.
So the Green Bulldogs will throw it in. Betong will be the trigger man. Looking to get it inside, does so. Little pump fake, glass rim it in. Basket's good by Taylor. His first 2 points. He's averaging about 10 a game. Yeah, we're 2-2. 6:45 in the opening quarter of play. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Shout out to our good friends at the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. Our presenting basketball sponsor. Turnover, GlenOak Golden Eagles. Here's Rollison now. Gets it out on top. A little trouble with the spacing there, but now everybody's where they need to be.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Green get an easy layup somewhere here, Sammy. GlenOak's coming out a little aggressive, which is good, but they may find an easy one on the back door.
Taylor on the wing, sees a crease, comes, oh, nice back, no-look pass. Ball got kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Green.
I was going to say there it was. We just couldn't corral it.
The backdoor pass, literally, behind the backdoor pass. Coach Mark Kinsley has a seat on one of his chairs down here to our left. Long three in the baseline by Rollison. He got his own rebound, fumbled the ball out to the top of the key. And another GlenOak foul with 6:05 in the first quarter. It'll be their second. And this one is going to be on Davis, his first.
Davis won, and Scott with one here early.
2-2 tie. Just getting underway here at Green on this Tuesday night. Taylor gets it to Rollison, goes inside. A little floater blocked by Reese Zerger, but the ball somehow ends up in the hands of Jansen. Put it up, no. Reese got the rebound, and a loose ball foul is going to be called on Jansen. So, 3 quick ones here in a minute and 2 in the first quarter of play, and a 2-2 score.
Hey, don't you jinx us early. We're just getting started. Let's ease into the game. I'll text Doug at halftime. Let's make sure we don't do too much of that. Come on, Doug. Get it together out there.
Under 6 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 2. Bryce Broom. Oh, nice move inside the paint. Kicks it back out to Scott. Triple. It is in and out. No good. Bodies jump for it. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to Green.
Got a good look. Broom's penetration, obviously drawing those guys nice looks out there. Just got to make that.
A little full court pressure. A little bit of a look anyhow by GlenOak. And a steal by Zerger. So the pressure worked. He got it out on top of the Broom, and Bryce will back it out, and Coach Hairston will yell out the play. Both coaches going with the casual attire here tonight with their school logos on their pullovers.
Coach Hairston with a nice pair of fresh white Air Force Ones.
Shot inside, put up, no good. Lipkins wanted the foul. He won't get it. Here comes Rollison. Leans in, puts it off the glass. Rebound picked off by Zerger. Bodies again hit the floor. Here comes Scott. Scott, foul line extended to Broom. Bryce left to the key, goes inside, throws it up and in with the left hand and scores. And Coach Mark Kinsley has seen enough already, and he wants a timeout. So Broom with his first 2. He's averaging 9, and we have our first timeout with 5:05 in the first quarter. It's GlenOak 4 and Green 2. I haven't figured out what I want to do up here yet. Do I want to sit? Do I want to stand? Then I got to hold the notebook. I'm always fearful with pen and notebook in hand of a railing. I'm going to lose it. It's going to fall into the stands.
I mean, there's not too many underneath us. You know, I think somebody will throw it up.
I always worry about dropping something over a railing. Thus the fear of heights.
That's right.
So I've had enough. I'll sit down.
You're going to take a seat.
Yeah,
okay.
I just get
a little nervous.
A
little nervous.
I mean, it's not that we're high up here. It's just the whole railing thing, and one wrong move or.
How do you do at Cedar Point?
I don't.
I don't.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
Are you seriously? You need to stop.
Are you kidding me? Oh, GlenOak forces another one.
Second turnover tonight on Green goes back to the Golden Eagles. 5:04 here in the first quarter. It's a 4-2 GlenOak lead. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Hope you're dialed in tonight. Spread the word. Tell your friends and basketball junkies to tune us in here tonight. We got a great one here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Also, check us out on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Keyword Stark Media Team.
Impressed so far, Sammy, of what GlenOak's been able to do defensively to turn Green over 2 or 3 times. I mean, that's uncharacteristic for a Kinsley team.
Now Green's slapping a little pressure on, and Bryce Broom beats everybody, goes to the rack, and throws in a little 4-footer. It's up and good. So Bryce with his 4th point of the night, and it's a quick 6-2 GlenOak lead. 4.5 to go in the first quarter of play. Oh, and Bryce Broom's going to get whistled for a foul, and he didn't care for it. Well, there's 3.
Hey, he looks over to Coach Hairston and says, hey, forget about it. Next play. A little over-aggressive there. Had his hands on him. I think he did foul him.
So the Bulldogs inbound the basketball. That's Taylor right on the big green logo at midcourt. Gets it over the timeline to the left of the key to Jansen. Big fella to Rollison, right side. Again, GlenOak very aggressive now. They're going to have to be careful now. There goes a long 3 left wing back there and 2 strong. Put up no good by Danner. Green gets the loose ball rebound. Baton out on top to Taylor. Jump stop. throws it up. Glass, rim, no. Rollison got the rebound. He lost it.
Wow.
Bodies on the floor. Looks like the Canton Mad Dogs down there on Boers Field.
That might be the
rugby scrum.
That might be the analogy of the year. At least you didn't hit him with the Canton Legends.
Now that was Canton Mad Dogs. That was rugby right there.
Canton Akron Indians, Canton Mad Dogs, Canton Legends. We've had them all.
Canton Invaders, Canton Cougars. Keep going.
How about the Bulldogs?
Them too. Lipkins top of, got a little shove off there. Jacoy left side to Ben Davis. Ben behind the three-point arc, and he'll bang it out. 3:40 clock runs in the first quarter of play. It's a 6-2 GlenOak lead. Lipkins step back 15-footer, crawls off the rim, no good. Rebound stabbed by Taylor. He'll bring it across the timeline to the forecourt, into the right wing. Spins, stops,
nice
corner,
pass.
Three, no good by Batong. Another long rebound picked up by Taylor. Now Jansen on the wing to Rollison behind the three-point arc. Points have been tough to come by here for both these teams. 3:10, first quarter of play. It's a 6-2 GlenOak lead. GlenOak only scored 45 against Canton Central Catholic on last Saturday night. Lob down to Rollison, turns, glass, rim and good. Now Rollison, averaging 18 a game, picks up his first bucket. And it's a 6-4 GlenOak lead, 2:50 in the opening quarter of play.
Hey, Rollison, that Ohio State baseball recruit, Sammy, I mean, he's had a great season so far for Green. I mean, he's really carried him through these injuries and, through Bundelow being, out of the game here for a little while. He's getting ready to check in here as we speak.
Davis to Lipkins, hangs and reverses it up and in. Beautiful play by Lipkins. He's got 4, averaging just over 14 a game. And the Eagles have doubled up the Bulldogs again, 8-4, 2:25 in the first quarter of play. Here comes Rollison. Comes to a stop, out on top to Jansen. Back to Rollison. Thought about a three. Now penetrates, spins, shoots, fades, scores. Oh, that was pretty. Rollison's got 4, 8-6. Eagles by a deuce.
That had a little Donovan Mitchell in it, didn't it?
It was nice.
I'm not saying he's getting 71, but that was pretty.
Lipkins got a little fancy, lost the ball, but gets it back to Broom on the left wing. Donovan Mitchell, by the way, going back to play his old team tonight. Cavs and the Jazz in Utah later on.
That should be fun.
That should be fun. Scott reverses it. Didn't get it to go. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. Danner across the timeline.
Oh.
Crosses over Broom, goes inside, lays it up and in. Oh, Danner in transition with his first 2. And we're square at 8. $1:30 in the first quarter.
Pretty play for number 30 there. Danner getting Steph Curry on a little shake and bake.
That was nice. So Bryce Broom now at the top of the key. 1:22 in the first quarter of play. 8-8 our score in this Fritter League showdown. Lipkins on the right wing. Steps back, throws it. In and out, no. Rebound. Rollison with another rebound for Green. Here come the Bulldogs left to right with 1:07 to go. It's almost a steal, but the Green Bulldogs keep it alive. Taylor had it, and we got a foul called on the Green Bulldogs, and that is going to be on.
I think Rollison got him there with a little chicken wing.
So Rollison with the foul. Jansen and Batong will sit down. Pine and Bundelow back in for the Green Bulldogs.
Hey, I'm curious to see here, Sammy. Watch this minute 02 left in the first quarter, tied at 8. How's this close, and what's the 3 minutes of the second quarter look like when Greens goes to the bench? I got a feeling this is their offensive
This is where they're going to maybe make a move.
They're going to make some hay here.
Bryce Broom, how about that? Curly Neal keeping it alive, a la Globetrotters. Reverse underneath for Zerger, and Reese pops it off the glass and scores. So Reese with his first 2, 10-8 Eagles by 2. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. Long 3, right wing, put up, no good by Danner. Bungalow had it, lost it, gets it back. He'll shoot the 3, way off.
Whoa.
Pine with the offensive rebound. Taylor spins, 4-footer, around it in. So Taylor with his 4th point of the night. And we're tied at 10. We could be in for a doozy tonight. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter.
It's been a fun one so far.
GlenOak, you would think, would hold for 1. Down to 9 seconds on the first quarter clock. Broom gets a high screen, goes inside, flips it up over the rim, no good. 4 seconds left, loose on the floor. Lipkins has it. Now he drops it off. Rollison shoots it from half court, off the glass. And that's the end of a wild first 8 minutes of play. We'll take a break. GlenOak 10, Green 10 It's the Stark Media Game of the Week right here on the Stark Media YouTube channel, presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. Stay with us. Back here at Green, 10-10, GlenOak and Green. Tonight's game brought to you by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon, by C.H. Vallos and Associates, Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company, FinallyHereOhio.com, by Lindseys Pizza. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by McNeill and Sons Tree Service and Leathernecks Nation MC. Also want to shout out the Tiger Store, Miracle Motors 42, and Simon Says Promotions. Stick around after tonight's game. We'll have our Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company player of the game. All right, good start here tonight. 10-10 as we crank up the second quarter. Rollison off a screen from 3. It's good. Rollison with 7. He's averaging 18. He's almost halfway home.
He's right on cue, right out of that nice little halftime set there, quarter set.
Long three. Broom left wing, a little strong. Rollison with a good box out of him, that weak side rebound. He's got it coming the other way. Now Bundalo. Rollison from 22. Rim, glass rim, no. Rebound picked off by the Golden Eagles. Robinson, who's checked into the game, dumps it off on the right side to McElroy. We'll pull it out for Coach Hairston. 7-10. First half, here comes Lipkins. Trying to make a move, and we've got a little too much contact and a foul on the Green Bulldogs, and that's going to be on Ickes.
Is that Bryson Hill also in the game? Is that number 2 for the Eagles to go with Robinson?
7:08 in the first half, 13-10. Green over GlenOak. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster tonight on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Lipkins trying to get free, but I'm telling you what, Green they can play some suffocating defense at times. Lipkins had to get rid of that ball in a broom, fumble it. Bryce gets it back at the midcourt stripe, and they'll try to get into some semblance of an offense now. 6:47, first half of play. GlenOak trailing Green, 13-10, here at the home of the Green Bulldogs on this Tuesday night. Bryce Broom, top of the key, right side. It's Hill. Now it's going to be a long 3 on the wing. Is up and good by Lipkins. So Jacoy Lipkins has 7. We're tied at 13. 6:22. Clock runs in the first half of play.
Nice
Taylor,
pass.
Nice pass to Bundalo in transition. Put it up, no. That was Pine with a reverse, missed it. Here comes Bryce at the other end of the floor. Too strong off the rim. Rebound, and now we got some racehorse hoops. 3-on-1. Rollison lobs it down low. Bundalo put it up, no good, but he got fouled. He'll shoot 2. Yep, I truly believe that both these teams would like to play up and down basketball. I don't know if the coaches quite want that, but I think you get these kids together, they want to run.
Yeah, I think Green's going to have that advantage, Sammy, in the half court, running their half court stuff. When they're on the defensive side, they're not in that pack line. They're more up the line. So they're full-on deny every pass everywhere. So it's hard to get in to your half court offense if you're GlenOak.
Bundalo misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Ben Davis checks back in for the Golden Eagles. 6:03 to go in the first half. 13-13 tie here at Green. Bundalo. Second one, nope, missed it. Rebound Taylor, tapped it up, no, and a rebound picked up by McElroy. Gets it off to Davis. Ben will walk it across with 5:55 in the first half of play. Eagles and the Bulldogs, 13-13. 4 fouls on GlenOak, 3 on Green. Green has already used a timeout here in the first half. That ball turns over, back to the Green Bulldogs. Friday night, we will be in Tigertown, our first look at the Massillon Tigers as they'll take on Canton Central Catholic. That's on 99.7 FM and the free iHeartRadio app. Will be in Massillon Friday night for the Tigers and the Crusaders.
It's always a good one.
Always fun. Well, Matt always enjoys going back to Massillon as Rolison put up the 18-footer all over the rim, glass to rim, and it dropped right down through. And Rolison's got 9. He's halfway to his 18-point average.
That was a soft jumper there, Sam. He just sat on the rim and fell in for him.
So Friday night, the Tigers and the Crusaders on 99.7 FM and the iHeartRadio app. Lipkins at the top of the key, makes his move, steps back, 17-footer, rim, and in. A couple of soft touches there back-to-back for each teams, and Lipkins, like Rolison, has 9 points on the night. We're tied at 15 with 4:50 in the first half of play. Taylor hounded by McElroy on the right side to Bundalo. Lob down low, stolen away by Lipkins. Here come the Eagles. They got numbers. Jacoy's going to go all the way down. Blocked by Bundalo with authority and out of bounds.
Tell you what, the young sophomore Bundalo makes a nice block there, but he's got in the game. He's missed a couple of advised shots, missed a couple free throws. I don't know if it's not starting or it's coming off the bench, but he looks a little out of sorts here early, and Coach Kinsley getting him out quick for a breather.
The Bundalo comes out. Jansen goes back in. 4:38 to go in the first half. You're telling Jansen to tuck his jersey in his shorts, and we're ready to roll. Ben Davis to throw it in for the Golden Eagles. Green 9-2, GlenOak 10-2. Good matchup here tonight. Lipkins inside, put it up, nobody got hit on the elbow. And he'll go back to the free throw line and shoot two. Who's this foul going to be on for the Green Bulldogs? That looks like Baton.
GlenOak, I think, Sammy here, fortunate to be tied at 15. They've taken 14 shots, and the guy at the free throw line has taken half of them. The ball has got a little stagnant, got back to that one-on-one. Hey, he's made some, right? Got to give the kid credit. He's a great player, but I think they're going to have to find a way to move that basketball to beat them in the whole game.
Lipkins with double figures now. He's got 10. He's almost 80% of the free throw line.
Came in averaging what, just under 15 or so?
Yep, 14-6. Lipkins line left. The southpaw fires it. That one's good, too. He's got 11 now, does Jacoy Lipkins. And it's a 17-15 GlenOak lead with 4:30 to go in the second quarter of play. Taylor breaks the press to Rolison. Fakes the three, goes inside. Glass, rim, nope. Whacked on the arm and fouled.
On a couple of rebounds and a couple of drives for Rolison, you can tell how big and strong he is. He just goes up and gets it, goes past you, and kind of initiates that contact, and they fall off of you.
Reese Zerger picks up the foul. So GlenOak with 5 now, Green with 4. 4:25 in the first half. It's a 17-15 GlenOak lead. Rolison line right. Boy, they have missed 1, 2, 3 free throws on my count so far.
Yep.
Rolison, 9 points on the night. Wears that orange 20 on the back of his white-green jersey. That free throw missed.
Wow.
Rebound picked up by McElroy. So Green not getting it done at the charity stripe early on here tonight. It's still a 17-15 GlenOak lead. Davis steps into a 10-footer. Good. Then Davis a little one-on-one. Created enough space to get that setback three, or bucket. 19-15, Green and gold. 4 minutes to go in the first half, and Green almost turned it over. Taylor corrals it, gets it to Rolison. Rolison, paint, lean, glass, didn't get there. Rebound picked off by Zerger. Lipkins says, give it a ball. Jacoy across the timeline on the left wing. He's thinking step back. Picks up his dribble.
Nice defense by Taylor. Nice defense.
GlenOak 19-15 with the ball. Zerger, little 4-footer, a little bit short. Rebound picked off by Jansen. Here comes the Green Bulldogs with 3:27 to go in the first half. 19-15, GlenOak by 4. Green with the ball, Rolison between the circles. Down low to Taylor. Taylor fades from 7. Shot it off the side of the rim left. Rebound Davis. What do we got? Oh! Coach Rick called a timeout. Eagles were in full go transition, had an easy hoop coming, and the Eagles call timeout, and we'll take it. 3:12 to go in the first half. Eagles 19 and the Green Bulldogs 15. This is the Eagles FOE 190 high school basketball game of the week on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Tonight's game on the Stark Media YouTube channel brought to you in part by Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company, by Lindseys Pizza on Whipple and Canton, McNeill and Sons Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com, Leathernecks Nation MC, and CH Vallos and Associates. Don't forget the FinallyHereOhio.com halftime show coming up, so stick around for that. Sam and Lee on a Tuesday night with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Broom for three in the corner, didn't get it to go. So it's a GlenOak lead of 19-15 over Green. Here come the Bulldogs left to right, but Tong will bring it across. Jansen to Taylor. Taylor behind the three-point arc, being checked by the GlenOak defender. Gets it down to Rowlison. High post to Jansen. Swing it. Danner brings it back out, and they'll reset again.
Other than Rowlison, Sammy, I mean, they were having a tough time scoring down here.
Danner in the corner for three. It's good.
Maybe I unjinxed him.
First three of the night for Danner. He's got 5. 19-18. Golden Eagles with 2:24 to go. Bundalo is getting ready at the scores table to come back in for Green. A little floater in the lane, up and good by
Lipkins.
Was that Ashcraft? Or
No, that was Lipkins.
So Jacoy with 13.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds. Back to the Golden Eagles. Here comes Bundalo back in. Jansen will sit down. Remember, Bundalo off the bench for Coach Kinsley.
Got a halftime score update here for you. We got Lake 28 over Hoban 20. Tommy Mack.
Where's that game at?
Up at Hoban.
It's up at Hoban. Up
Yeah,
at Berry Gym.
Yep.
Tough place to play.
And I do got Hoover over Lake 12-9 after one.
Lipkin step back three short. Out of bounds. Who'd it go off of? And the officials say GlenOak basketball. Pine back in for the Green Bulldogs. Patong will sit down. 1:52 in the first half. 21-18 Eagles with the ball and a 3-point lead. Davis going to make his move into the paint. Little floater back to the rim, just a little bit too strong. Ball volleyballed up in the air a couple of times and a reach-in foul.
Neither team, Sammy, thus far, basically through the entire first half with 1:43 to go, has been able to get anything going in transition. It's all been slow, really having to work against that half-court defense. I'd like to see, try to get something moving up and down the floor here.
I think they called that on Hill. Not 100% sure.
Yep, that was Hill. They just put it on the board.
So that's his first. GlenOak now with 16 fouls. Green with 4. 1:40. Clock runs in the first half. Golden Eagles 21. Green 18. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You don't want to commit fouls 60 feet away from the basket. McElroy just did. And that's going to put Green in the 1-and-1. Yeah, he's going to hear about it.
Something to watch here. Rollison holding that left elbow. Not sure if he's got some type of injury, but kind of favoring that left wing.
So Rollison back to the free throw line where he just missed a couple of free throws. Green's missed 4 tonight so far. 21-18 Eagles, $1:34 to go in the first half. Rollison line right, 1-and-1, front end up. Got it. And he just let out a big sigh of relief after that one went through. Rollison in double figures with 10. Gets Green back to within a deuce. 21-19 Eagles with 1:34 to go in the first half. GlenOak in the traveling green tonight. Green Bulldogs in the home white. Black and orange trim. Rollison second one. Missed that one.
Nope. That should stay.
Out of bounds back to GlenOak.
Ooh.
Off of Bundalo.
We won't say anything.
And with 1:32 to go, the Eagles will inbound the ball. McElroy gets it to Broom, and Bryce will walk it across. Possession arrow would give the ball to GlenOak. Reese Zerger in and out of trouble in the paint. Gets it back to Lipkins on the left wing. Goes around Taylor. Goes inside. Blocked by
block.
Taylor. Great recovery by Taylor. And look at that. McElroy just stole it right back and put it in. McElroy kind of lying in the weeds down there. Came out of nowhere to get that steal. Eagles again by a 4 spot, 23-19.
McElroy's done nice things all year for the Eagles off the bench. Had a big 20 points over in that huge win at McKinley.
That was one of those wild second halves where GlenOak just completely dominated McKinley. at the field house. Green just turned it over again. Back to the Golden Eagles with 47 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was a wild night. I'm sure the Bulldogs are looking on that rematch over in Plain Township.
That's coming up here soon. I'm just looking. Green's got 12 games in, or 11. GlenOak's got 12 in. I'll have 13 after tonight. We're halfway through already.
It's amazing, isn't it? It feels like we just started.
And it's only, we're not even halfway through January.
That's right.
So Coach Hairston has implored his guys to pull the ball out now. And Scott keep looking over to the bench for instruction. He's telling Coach, I got it. I got it. 15 seconds to go in the half. 23-19 Eagles. Now Green will come out. Scott trying to get free. Scott line, Scott lane, Scott shoots, misses. Loose on the floor, picked up by Bundlo with 2. Danner with 1. Throws it from 35 feet. Air ball, and that's the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters in the books in this Federal League showdown, and so far the GlenOak Golden Eagles have had the upper edge. We'll take a timeout. It is GlenOak 23 and the Green Bulldogs 19. You're listening to high school basketball on the Stark Media Channel, presented by our good friends at the Eagles, FOE 190 in Massillon. Stay with us. Back here at Green High School on the Stark Media YouTube channel, the high school basketball game of the week presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. 23-19 GlenOak over Green. Sam Bourquin along with the shooter Lee Foster here tonight from Green. Before we get to Lee's numbers, I got to tell you, I was watching Coach Kinsley come out of the locker room through the gap in the bleachers there, and he walked onto the floor and went over to the bench. He's not happy. he is not happy.
And rightfully
so. He picked
so.
up a couple of wrappers and I mean, he is not happy. So we'll see how Green starts in his third quarter.
I'm interested to see it. Hey, first half numbers. After the first quarter, Sammy, we were tied 10 apiece. At halftime, GlenOak leads 23-19. First half, team stats here for GlenOak. They were 10 of 23 from the field, 43%, a perfect 2 of 2 at the line. Ja'Cory Lipkins, their leader, leads them with 13. First half for your Green Bulldogs, 8 of 24, just 33%. How about this? 1 of 6 at the charity stripe, 16%.
Quick math, 16%. That's right.
Yeah, they, so they can't be happy. Rawlison leads them with 10. Other than him, and he hasn't really played extremely well. Coach Kinsley probably is upset. They haven't played very well, yet they're down 4 points at home. I think you see a different Green Bulldog team in this third quarter. Curious to see the adjustments. Does he do anything different? Does Bundalo get in the game a little quicker to maybe make an impact? And GlenOak's got to feel good where they're at. And Lipkins has thrown in some tough shots, though. So I think we're in for a good second half here.
I think we're seeing Green maybe a little bit of a look-ahead effect. They've got Jackson coming in here Friday night. Place will be packed, and I mean that's turned into a pretty good couple of games the last 5 or 6 years.
Always fun, always fun. Quick halftime Stark Media score update at the half. Hoover leads Perry 32-18. At the end of 3, Lake 37, Hoban 31. And at the end of the first quarter, Jackson 14, McKinley 13.
That ball game over at Jackson tonight. We'll keep you updated on all the scores throughout the night here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Don't forget, Friday, Lee and I will be in Massillon. The Tigers and Central Catholic Crusaders Friday night on 99.7 FM and the free iHeart Radio app. Bryce Broom, a little floater. Inside, no good. Rebound picked off by Banner. Here comes Rollison to the hole. Put it up, missed it. Rebound, Danner puts it up and in with the right hand and scores. Lee, you can already tell.
There's a little bit of fire.
Got a little bit of pep in their step to start this third quarter.
Hey, quick update, too. Bundalo starts the second half, Sammy.
Looking for a little punch there. Here goes Ja'Cory Lipkins right down Broadway. Forgot the ball. Skipped out of bounds on him, and it goes back to Green. 7:30 to go in the third. 23-21. Eagles by 2. Here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Batong, a little crossover on Broom. Left side of the floor to Taylor. Taylor high post to Rollison. Over on the right side, Batong. 45 seconds into the third. GlenOak. Whoa! Shuffled the shoes there. Little travel by Taylor, and the ball goes back to GlenOak.
And from your point guard, Jared Taylor's played a great season thus far, but he's had a couple perimeter footwork travels out there that are really haunting Green at this point.
Well, he's right in front of Coach K. He goes back to his seat.
Duke's struggling without Coach K, by the way. Looks a little different over there, doesn't it?
Sure does. Well, I'll tell you what, as Reese Zerger goes inside, put up a little 8-footer, crawled over the rim, no. Bundalo got the rebound. You know who else is not looking too hot is North Carolina.
No. What happened?
In Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Louisville just stinks.
Stinks.
I mean, those are 4 blue bloods
I was
right
just
there,
going to say, took the words out of my mouth, the blue bloods.
Whew.
And Carolina was #1 in the country for 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't know how.
Did you see Pete Nance transferred there?
Yeah.
Out of Revere boy, out of Northwestern, grad transfer, goes to Carolina.
It caught me by surprise a little bit. But Petey, he was about 6'7" when he graduated from Revere. He probably got a little bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah,
Here goes a turnover. Here comes GlenOak. Scott in transition. Lipkins. Jacoy strong to the rack and put it in. So Lipkins has got 15 again. He is just over 14.5 a game. Down low, turnaround, glass rim no by Danner, no. Bodies on the deck. Zerger got bumped and fouled in the backcourt. And that's going to be on Danner with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Well, we saw a quick bolt by Green the first 30 seconds of the third, and I think GlenOak was able to dodge that. So Eagles with the ball looking to add to their 4-point lead, 25-21, early third quarter here on the Stark Media YouTube channel.
Yeah, Sammy, you got Bundalo coming into this game averaging about 15 a game, and he's scoreless.
Pass into the corner, long three, up and good by Scott. His first points of the night, and GlenOak with their biggest lead of the evening. How about this? 28-21 Golden Eagles, 5:24. Third quarter of play. Rollison, top of the foul line. Comes to a stop. Batong lobs it down. Bundalo. Bundalo against Zerger. Bundalo faces up, throws it into the corner. Danner, triple, good. Boy, watch out if he gets hot.
I tell you what, Sammy, he's got 10 to lead them, you know, with Rollison's 10. But without him out there right now, the Bulldogs are in trouble. I mean, he's kept them in with 2 big threes in each half.
Yep, 10 of their 24. Well, Rollison's got 10 too.
Yep.
So you got those guys have 20 of the 24 on the night. Here comes Bryce Broom, high post to Zerger. Backdoor to Lipkins. Goes in, reverses it. Too much English on that one. The rebound picked off by Rollison. Here come the Green Bulldogs right to left. Rollison deep on the left wing. Cross court to Batong. Under 5 to go in the third. Over the back foul on Reese Zerger, and that is going to be his second.
2 on the big man in the middle.
4:51 to go, third quarter of play.
Oh, my goodness, they didn't see him, Sammy. Did you see that? They caught Davis not looking. Over the head pass to Rollison, lays it right in.
Other end of the floor,
Oh,
Zerger
no.
couldn't get it to go. Here come the Green Bulldogs again.
Good pass.
Batong up and in with their left hand and scores. Bundalo with his first 2, and bang, it's a 28-28 game. Baseline 4-footer floater up, no good by Scott. Rebound Rollison. Here come the Bulldogs. Green right to left in transition. Taylor comes to a stop. Cross court to Batong. Coach Kinsley up, shouting the instructions to his point guard. 4:15 third quarter. GlenOak had a 7-point lead, washed away, 28-28. Offensive foul on Green. That on Taylor?
Yes, sure is. Moving screen. Hitting with a moving screen. He's got to get set and let those guys come to him, Sammy. He was shuffling his feet kind of through that screen.
I'll take this opportunity for a little shout out to former GlenOak legend and now Green Athletic Director Eric Musey. Doing a great job up here. Also want to shout out Eric and John Feather from Hilscher-Clarke. Played baseball against each other. Musey, GlenOak, and Feather over at Perry with the Panthers. They had some battles back in the day. Another foul here. And this one is going to be on Green again.
Who'd they get there?
Is that Bundalo? Or Taylor?
Taylor. Taylor's having a rough start to this half.
Eagles get the ball inbounds. That's Lipkin's left elbow. Steps into a 17-footer, a little bit off, and rebound picked off by Batong. All right, we're set on 28-28. GlenOak and Green here in the third quarter of play. Rollison fumbled the ball away. Picked up by Lipkins. Down to McElroy. Goes inside. Hangs. Missed it.
Look up.
Rebound Taylor.
Look up.
He looks up. Baseball pass to Bundalo. Bundalo right down Broadway. Puts it up and in with a right hand and scored. Bundalo with 4. Green has run off 9 in a row.
That didn't take long,
I mean, it was 28-21, and now it's 30-28 Green. Bryce Broom, timeout. Golden Eagles, it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Green 30 and GlenOak 28.
Yeah.
Well, the Green was looking for a spark. Coach Kinsley was, and they got it.
You know, Bundalo goes scoreless in the first half. You know, just a sophomore, obviously, but maybe the most talented and highly recruitable player in the Federal League. And he's got 4 quick points. He's impacting the game defensively, too. GlenOak takes that 7-point lead, Sammy, but I thought they went too fast down here, right? Like, slow down, run some offense, get through it, and try to get yourself a good one.
So here come the Bulldogs. Green is on the floor. GlenOak in the traveling green tonight, jersey shorts, gold numbers and letters with the white trim. Green Bulldogs in the home whites, jersey shorts, orange numbers and letters with the black trim. Orange and black stripe up the jerseys and the shorts as well. High post pass got bumped up in the air and stolen by Bundalo. Turnover GlenOak. Here come the Green Bulldogs now with 2:55 in the third quarter. They lead by 2.
Uh-oh.
Down low, Bundalo. Back it in. Turn, shoots. Oh, in and out, no good. And a loose ball foul on Bundalo, and Coach Kinsley calls him over right away.
Hey, you like him trying to go to the bucket and get one there, Sammy, but the over-aggression after the miss, you don't want to compound bad plays, right? You missed a shot, that's okay.
Yeah.
Run back on defense, get set. Don't give them a free foul 90 feet from the bucket.
No, that's what drives coaches nuts. It's you did it 90 feet away from the basket.
That's right. There was nothing bad going to happen if he got that rebound.
So now, with 2:40 to go third quarter, here come the Golden Eagles with the ball, down by 2. Screen by Johnson. There goes Scott with a floater. Didn't get it, got his own rebound. GlenOak's got a couple of offensive rebounds tonight, keeping an extra possession alive. Now McElroy's got it on the right wing, hounded by Hollison. Gets it off to Ben Davis. Ben trying to make a move. Nothing there. Gets it back out on top. Lipkins at the midcourt stripe, right on top of that green logo. There's Lipkins trying to step back.
That half-court defense by Green is just sweltering, isn't it?
Foul. Green. Taylor. That's his second. Boy, the Green Bulldogs are piling up the fouls here now in the third quarter. That's their 5th. So Jansen will come in. Bundalo out. Pine is in, and Taylor will sit down. 2:05 third quarter. Green 30. GlenOak 28. We'll check our scoreboard after the third quarter here. Get you up to date with what else is going on around the Federal League and some Northeast Ohio hoops. Lipkins, foul line extended with the left-hand dribble. Pounds it into the floor. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Lipkins guarded by Pine, right side to Davis. Davis on Baton. Ben, foul line. Keeps the dribble alive. Now gets it to Scott. He'll try to spin his way in. Johnson.
He traveled.
May have got bumped on the hip by Jansen, but Johnson shuffled, and it goes back to Green with 1:44 in the third. GlenOak on top. I should say Green on top by 2, 30-28.
Oh, my goodness.
Did he step over the line?
No, he called another foul. I think he got Scott on a hold.
Wow. So Scott just picked up his second foul. GlenOak now with 2. Eagles with 3 timeouts left. Green still has 4. Green going right to left. GlenOak a little token pressure now. Betong trying to get it across, and he did not. Zerger with a steal. Reese almost walked. Got it to McElroy inside. Put it up and in with a right hand. So GlenOak forcing the turnover, capitalizing with the hoop. And it's a 30-30 game with 1:20 to go in the third quarter of play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Green hold this and just take the last one. You've got Taylor on the bench, Bundalo on the bench. Really only Rollison did you feel real good handling the ball for you?
Yep.
Did they try to get a real good one and just take the last one?
Baseline to Danner. Out on top. They've wiggled it down to 1 minute to go in the third. Danner wide open 3. Missed it. Rebound. Rollison return. Air ball. Danner got the offensive rebound. In the corner for 3.
Wow.
Pine with the rebound.
Wow.
Put it in, and he's fouled. Oh, my. 4 tries, and they finally got it to go. Pine to complete the three-point play.
Got to feel good for a senior, Sammy. Gets in there, big offensive board, the hoop and the foul. You got to love it.
Taylor in, Rollison will sit down. 47 seconds in the third. Green back in front, 32-30. Well, they had guys just swooping in to get those offensive rebounds. Pine with the freebie is good. He's got 3. Bulldogs by a tray. 33-30, third quarter, 40 seconds to go. Lipkins steps back, 3. Got it. Boy, he is something getting his own shot. He's got 18. We're all tied 33 apiece. 28 seconds to go, third quarter of play here at Green. Taylor beats the press to Batong on the left wing. Out on top to Danner. 20 seconds to go in the third. Eagles coming out and playing man again. Taylor, double team, comes to a stop. Back to Danner. 11 seconds to go, third quarter. Green with the ball at a 33-33 game. Danner, nice backdoor pass. Jansen reverses it up and good. Jansen with his first two at the buzzer, off the mark by Lipkins, and we have played 3 here in Green. Just like we thought. Back and forth, and it's all come down to the fourth quarter. 3 in the books. It's Green 35 and GlenOak 33. This is the Stark Media High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in Massillon. Stay with us. Fourth quarter getting ready to roll here at the home of the Green Bulldogs. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster with you tonight on the Stark Media YouTube channel. 35-33 Green over GlenOak. Now remember, Green already has 5 team fouls. GlenOak has 3. GlenOak with 3 timeouts remaining. Green with 4. Here we go. Settle in for the final 8 minutes in this Federal League showdown. Green looking to get their 10th win of the year. GlenOak looking for win number 11. Rolison at the top of the key. Rolison dumps it on the left wing to Pine. Down low to Bundalo. Steps back. Little 14-footer. A little bit long. Rebound picked up by Reese Zerger. Zerger across the timeline. Dumps it off on the left wing to Scott. Scott down low. Davis put it up. No good. Rebound picked up by Taylor. He'll circle the wagons and bring it across the timeline to Rolison.
Zerger's been quiet tonight, Sammy. Only 2 points.
Bundalo down low against Reese. Bundalo is in no man's land.
Wow.
Got it to Taylor. Taylor goes inside. Forces it up, no. Rebound, Bundalo, no. Bundalo tipped it again, no. Out of bounds off of GlenOak. Bundalo just angry with himself. Couldn't get that first and second stick back to go in.
The Stark Media score update, McKinley over Jackson, 28-27 at the half. At the half.
Jackson will be at Green Friday night. Big one in the Federal League. Is that their first meeting or second?
Jackson Green?
No. Yeah, that's their first meeting.
No, that's their second.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this ends the first
McKinley
time.
Jackson, this is their first, right?
Yep.
Okay. Into the corner, Scott for 3. Too strong. Bundalo picked it up. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor will bring it across the timeline with 6:50 to go in the game. 35-33, Green by 2. Thought we'd see a few more points tonight, but that has not been the case. Rollison in the paint, floater from 6, and an absolute beauty. Rollison's got 14.
He's pretty clever, Sam. He doesn't do anything special.
Yep.
He just does everything pretty well.
Solid ball player,
That's right.
Rollison. 6:25 to go in this battle. 37-33, Green by 4. Lipkins foul line, round 1 or round 2. Dipsy-do off the glass and scored. Lipkins got 20.
That was impressive.
And a foul in midcourt.
You know, Rollison, speaking of, baseball players playing basketball, got to give a shout out to GlenOak legend TJ Sutton listening in tonight.
Teej.
Says hello, Sammy.
My man.
He could play a little hardball, huh?
The flashes.
Hey, fun stat. TJ starts varsity as a freshman baseball player. From the dish, hitting in the 9-hole, seeing nothing but fastballs, starts 17 and 19. Try that on for size. If you're listening at home, he might be available for instruction.
I know where to find it.
Yeah.
GlenOak, of course, a couple of state baseball championships, 95 and 96 under Smiling Joe Gilhausen.
Hey, we talked to longtime coach Craig Eoff up here tonight.
Yep.
Still, Coach Gilhausen, one of the most intimidating people.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
That I've ever been around.
I was lucky enough. I was on the Stark County High School Football Hall of Fame committee with Craig Eoff.
Were you?
For a couple of years, yeah.
No.
A long time ago.
Eoff's a great guy. Just a great guy. One of the best.
Meanwhile, you've got a GlenOak injury. This is just a cramp, though.
Yeah, Lipkins.
But it's been about 5 minutes. I mean, they've had him on the ground. They're trying to stretch his leg out. They got the water bottle out there. He just kind of chilling underneath the basket.
And I believe he does have to come out of the ball game, right?
Yes. Of course, we told you about the GlenOak State Championships, 95-96. They won one of them in Canton. One in Columbus. The other one was in Toledo.
Was it?
At the old Ned Skelton Stadium where the Toledo Mudhens used to play. So that was 95-96. You go back to 94. Perry beat GlenOak in the tournament that year.
Talk about some good baseball in Stark County, huh?
Underrated. It doesn't get it will now. It'll get the attention it deserves now.
I agree.
From Stark Media.
Sure.
But
for a long time it hasn't.
And a lot of that, the weather.
Right.
Nobody
wants to be outside.
Nobody wants to be out in 33 and the cold rain and 30-mile-an-hour winds in April.
Can't blame them.
But there is some pretty good hardball played in these parts. Coming out of that timeout now, Green with the ball and a 2-point lead. Bundelow at the top of the key, almost a steal. Rollison somehow kept his pivot foot. And he's got the left-hand dribble. 5:47 to go in the game. Green 37, GlenOak 35. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster with you on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Turnover. Here comes Scott. Eagles got numbers. Scott will go down low, and boy, did he get bailed out there.
I think I'm with you there, partner.
That was a bailout call there. I don't think Coach Kinsley agrees with that one. Neither do the Green Bulldog fans.
It appeared Taylor was straight up. You know what I mean? Didn't look like he hit him.
Scott pretty much just drove and leaned in, got the shot off. Free throw up, no good. 5:38 to go. Green 37, GlenOak 35. Hope you're enjoying the ball game tonight. I want to shout out CH Vallos and Associates, Lindseys Pizza, and our good friends at McNeill and Sons Tree Service as Scott hits the free throw.
He hit both of those.
No.
Just one.
1 out of 2.
Second one. Gotcha.
So I've got Scott with 4.
Yep.
I believe that's correct.
3 ball and 1 and 2 at the line.
37-36. Green by 1. Green with the ball. 5:25 to go in this game. Pass got poked out of bounds. That's off of GlenOak. So the Green Bulldogs will throw it in with 5:22 to go. 6 fouls on Green, 4 on GlenOak. Timeouts. Green's got 4, GlenOak with 3. The possession arrow with GlenOak. As we come down the home stretch here in Green, our first look at the Green Bulldogs this season, I should say. Allison, long 3 off the screen, no good. Rebound picked up by Bryce Broom. Here comes the green and gold left to right. Scott on the ring, almost walked. Gets it out on top to Bryce Broom. He'll set it up. 5:07 left to go in the game. GlenOak and Green in a dandy. Bulldogs up 37-36 on their home floor. Zerger on the wing against Pine, out on top of the Broom. 4:55 to go left in the game. Broom gets a screen from Johnson. Bryce didn't see anything he liked, and he brings it way back out on top with 4:44 left to go in the game. Eagles now kind of massaging the clock a little bit here on this possession down floor. They trail it by 1. There's Johnson. Dijon lost it, got it back, throws it back to McElroy on the wing. McElroy clears out, and I think we're going to have a reach-in foul on Taylor. No. Wow, they called that on Rolison.
That's just his first foul, so for Taylor, that's huge. It would have been his fourth.
Yep. So McElroy's going to shoot. Line right. Front end, missed it. Oh, the free throws. Here comes Green. Taylor across the timeline with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. Bulldogs 37, Golden Eagles 36. Moving screen by Bundelow. Going to give it back to GlenOak with 4:15 to go. And for Bundelow, that is his third.
I think he was set, Sammy, but he went in kind of forearms ablazing. You know, that almost looked like targeting.
Yeah, if he would have not done that,
and just held
he
firm,
probably would have.
Yeah,
there probably would not have been a whistle there.
The extension is when they blow the whistle.
So Bryce Broom and the Gold Eagles now with the basketball with 4 minutes to go in the game. Zerger triple, good! How about Reese Zerger from downtown?
Big three ball.
He's got 5. 39-37 Golden Eagles. Timeout Green. 3:49 to go in the game. It's GlenOak 39, Green 37. We'll take a break on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Stay right there. .349 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. Got a good one cooking here at Green. GlenOak 39, Green 37. Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster with you tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here. This is a heck of a ball game. I know most of the county was interested in that Jackson-McKinley game, rightfully so. But I tell you what, this is just as good.
I'm telling you, this game is absolutely hanging in the balance with under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, and if you're tuning in, we appreciate you being here.
Also, be sure to check us out on Twitter, at Stark Media Team on Twitter. Got some cool videos and score updates for you. Our main man, TJ Downing, getting those up there. That's at Stark Media Team on Twitter. Check those out right now. Danner, about 30 feet away in the wing, being hounded by Bryce Broom. The officials say play on. There's a hold on Bryce Broom with 3:22 to go, and that is the 5th team foul on GlenOak, and for Bryce, that's his second.
Free throws are close. Not yet, but they're close.
Green's got 18 fouls, so GlenOak is already in the 1-and-1. GlenOak with 5 fouls. They will need to commit 2 more to put Green in the 1-and-1.
I want to see here, Sammy, who makes a play? Is it Rollison or is it Lipkins?
Rollison on the left wing gets it out on top to Taylor. 3:10, fourth quarter. GlenOak 39, Green 37. Bulldogs with the ball. Operating right in front of their coach, Mark Kinsley, down here to our left. Rollison needs help. Almost threw it away.
And he
Loose, and he did. Picked up by McElroy. Got to give it up to Zerger. Missed the layup. Rebound, put up, no, and a foul as Johnson is going to go to the free throw line. And the GlenOak pressure, Lee, forcing Green into some uncharacteristic turnovers. And with 2:50 left to go, Eagles at the line looking to build on a 2-point lead.
You know, we thought we might get some up and down, we might get some high scoring, and you know what? What would a Federal League game be without it being 40-40, right?
Now we get a little issue here. I think Batong tried to check in, and they're not going to let him. Meanwhile, Deon Johnson, line right for GlenOak. He's got 2 coming. Eagles already up by 2 with 2:50 left to go in the game. First one up. Oh, he banked it in. He banked in the free throw, but it counts.
You still get one for that?
Well, I'm telling you, Robinson with his first point of the night. GlenOak by a 3 spot, 40-37. Robinson again, the free throw line, right? Second one up. Missed that one. Rebound snared by Taylor. Here come the Green Bulldogs. Down 40-37. 2:45 left to go in the fourth quarter of play. Down low, Bundalo fumbled it, got it back, lost it. Another Green Bulldogs turnover. That one was of the unforced variety. Here comes DeCroy Lipkins now for the GlenOak Golden Eagles. Jacory on the right wing, Bryce Broom on the left. He's got the ball. Zerger sets the screen. Bryce into the paint. Ball goes inside out, back to Broom between the circles. Bryce at midcourt, 2:15. Clock runs in the game. GlenOak with the ball. They lead it 40-37. Broom around one, around two, around three.
Oh, he missed it.
Good. Rebound picked off by the Bulldogs. Here comes Batong across the timeline to Taylor. Foul line extended. Timeout Green. It's a 30. A $1:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. GlenOak 40, Green 37. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon, by CH Vallos and Associates, by Lindseys Pizza, McNeill and Sons Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com, Leathernecks Nation MC, and Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company. Stick around for the FinallyHereOhio.com post-game report, also presented by the Spirit of Stark, and we will be delivering our Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company player of the game.
Hoover up 51-29 after 3, Sammy. I did hear, though, that Coach Mickey Saban's son broke his wrist.
Oh, tonight?
No, I heard it was in the Jackson game, late in the game. Is the news that I got, but I don't think he's playing tonight. So, huge loss, obviously, for Perry.
Heal up, Xander.
It's fun to watch. Mighty Mouse.
He is fun to watch. All right, here we go. 1:59 left to go. 40-39, or 40-37, GlenOak by 3. Green with the basketball going right to left here. The final 1:55 in this Federal League showdown. Bitong on the right wing. Got it out on top. Rollison for 3. Got blocked. Loose on the floor. Green couldn't save it. Taylor stepped out of bounds. And it goes back to the Golden Eagles with 1:46 to go.
Great design, quick hitter set there to get Rollison off a stagger screen for 3, but my goodness.
Was that ball blocked?
Yeah, I think Zerger got a piece.
It came off like a knuckleball, and I knew he was not going to shoot one like that.
1-2-2 full court press here.
1:37 left to go in the game. Eagles break the press. That have a whistle?
Yep, Rick took timeout.
Timeout GlenOak with 1:36 remaining.
Coach Hairston gets timeout.
It's a full timeout. GlenOak 40, Green 37. Stay with us on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Big finish coming up. .36 left to go in the game. Sam Burke and Lee Foster, good to have you with us tonight here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. 1:36 left. GlenOak 40, Green 37.
Double bonus here, too.
Oh, and a steal by Taylor. Taylor at the other end of the floor puts it up. No good, but he got fouled. Oh, my goodness. GlenOak throws it away on the inbounds pass. Taylor with the steal. Missed the shot in transition, but he'll shoot 2.
It hasn't been Jarrett Taylor's best game by any means, but what a big play the junior makes here in crunch time. He makes these. We got a barn burner, Sammy.
Averaging 10 a game. He's got 4 on the night. 1:32 left. GlenOak leads it by 3, 40-37 over Green. A couple of big free throws coming up here for Taylor. He's got 2. First one up, missed it. Boy, you and I have seen a lot of missed free throws the last 3 weeks.
I wouldn't be allowed to sleep in my house. Dad would already booted me. They're called free for a reason.
So Taylor's got another one coming, trying to split the pair and get his Bulldogs to within 2. Free throw gap one looked perfect.
Attaboy. There we go.
So Taylor with 5. Here we go. 1:30 left to go in the game. 40-38, GlenOak by 2. Eagles with the ball. Broom across the timeline, into the paint, down the lane, puts it way up off the glass. No. Rebound Taylor. Ahead to Batong. Here comes Green. Rollison down to Taylor. Got his man in the air. Put it up. No. The tip by Rollison is good. 16 for Rollison. 1:07 to go. We're tied at 40.
40-40. Let's go.
1 minute left to go, and a lot of the fans are on their feet here at Green.
2 scenarios. Foul or overtime, one or the other. I'm sniffing our first OT game.
Oh, boy.
What do you think? You here for it? You're not allowed to leave. You're here for it. Let's go.
45 seconds to go. They're not going to hold this ball. No way. Foul. Taylor is fourth. 42.2 to go. That's a double whammy right there. That's the 10th team foul. GlenOak in the double bonus, and Taylor picked up the personal foul, and that is his 4th.
You want to hit the triple whammy, you just put an 85% free throw shooter and GlenOak's best scorer at the free throw line.
Troy Lipkins has 20 points tonight. He's got 2 coming. First one about to leave his hands, and good. Cool as a cucumber.
Didn't touch an inch of that rim, did it?
Lipkins with 21. He's averaging 14.5 a game. Bundalo is out or in. Pine will sit down. 42 seconds left in the game. GlenOak 41, Green 40. JaCroy Lipkins, line right. He's got one more coming. This would give GlenOak a 2-point lead. Lipkins again, line right. Missed it. Rebound picked up by Bundalo. Hands it to Taylor. Here comes Green. Timeout Bulldogs. So a timeout with 37 seconds to go in the game. GlenOak 41 and Green 40.
So I got to think here in my coaching mind. Coach Kinsley's going to get something going downhill right at the bucket, and he's going to try to go quick, right? Miss or make. You know, you miss, you can still try to trap, force a turnover with 30 seconds left. And, hey, worst case, you go foul and take your chances. But it'll still be a one-possession game, even if GlenOak's able to knock down that pair.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left.
A lot of time.
37 seconds is an eternity.
A lot of time.
In basketball. 41-40, GlenOak leads it by 1.
End of 3, Sammy. McKinley, 44. Jackson, 42.
How about 41-40 here, 44-42 there.
Hey, it wouldn't be a Federally game.
Go
it wasn't
figure,
in the 40s.
Right? In the 40s.
Final from Hoover. Vikings 74, Perry 53. Coach Bluey evens his record up. He's back to 5-5.
Perry is struggling.
They're struggling, and I tell you what, Hoover's stretch. They've got the next 9.
Yeah.
They got to get back through the league.
They got to get healthy.
And then how about non-league? Well, Grant Walker broke his wrist. He's out 3 or 4 weeks. They got Crew Kane back, but they're non-league. They play Louisville, Ignatius, and Walsh Jesuit as part of that Federal League gauntlet the next 9. Hello, March.
Schedule them up, baby.
Whew.
Schedule. That's how you get better.
Well, after you win for a number of years, that's what you got to do. It's the only people that want to play you.
Batong will throw it in for Green right in front of the scorer's table to Taylor. Green's got the ball. 35 seconds left to go in the game. GlenOak 41, Green 40. Here on the Stark Media YouTube channel, Sam Bourquin, Lee Foster. Rollison coming off the screen. 15-footer. No. Tapped up in the air, loose on the floor. Batong's got it. With 20 seconds to go, that ball got knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Green. 21.6 to go. Now, timeout situation. Green only has 1 left. GlenOak has 2. The possession arrow will give the ball to GlenOak. And remember, Eagles are already in the double bonus. Batong to throw the ball in for Green. They're down 1 with 21.6 to go in the game. Batong looking. Gets it out to Rollison behind the three-point arc. Rollison foul line to Taylor. Taylor beats a triple team. Throws it up a 4-footer. Didn't get it to go. Rollison tipped it up in the air. No. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Zerger. And a foul on the Green Bulldogs with 11.8 seconds to go. Who's the foul on? That's going to be on Danner. That's his second. And Reese Zerger is going to be shooting 2 free throws. Line right with 11.8 to go. GlenOak with a 41-40 lead here at home.
Young sophomores had a great year, averaging 15 a game to lead them. 2 big free throws here, buddy.
Zerger's got 2 coming, line right. First one is on the way and good. So Reese calmly hits the free throw.
They always say which one's harder, right? It's the first one or the second one. You make the first one to give you a little bit of freedom. Do you loosen up? We just saw Lipkins miss the back end of number 2.
Zerger trying to give GlenOak a 3-point lead with 11.8 seconds left to go in the game. It's up. It's good. He got them both. So the GlenOak Gold Eagles now with a 3-point lead with 12 seconds to go. Taylor gets the ball, comes across the timeline. Time out, Green. 8.4 left to go in the game. Eagles 43 and the Bulldogs 40, and Green has taken their final timeout of the game.
What a ball game, huh?
Those free throws by Reese. He's got 7 on the night, and a couple of big free throws there down the stretch to give GlenOak a 3-point lead. Green will have the ball coming out of the timeout. 8.4 seconds to go. Stick around after tonight's game. We'll be delivering our Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company player of the game.
They, after starting 9-0 and then dropping a pair, I mean, what a win this would be for this young GlenOak club.
It'd be a big win. Coach Kinsley mapping out a play down there to our left.
Who shoots it? Who shoots it, Sammy? Give me your play here.
I'm going Rollison.
See, what I want is I want to run Rollison on a misdirection and flare back for Danner. Get all the action going one way and sneak 30 out the other side. He's knocked down a couple threes tonight, and 2 big ones at that.
But also you got to be, when you're GlenOak, because Green is going to shoot a 3. If
Sure.
they miss it, you get wild rebounds. You can't let Green get a loose and throw it back out and chuck another 3.
That's right.
Because that's
and a lot of times
that's the ones that get you.
And a lot of times you'll see guys jumping into people, wailing bodies.
Yep.
You don't want to foul them and let them shoot 3 here.
All right, Batong will inbounds. Green's 8.4 seconds left. They got the ball. They're down 3. Batong looks. He throws a cross-court pass to Taylor. Rollison open, 3 blocked. Rollison got it back. Ball poked away and out of bounds with 3.3 seconds to go. Green will inbound it. Coach Kinsley says, we're out of timeouts. So he's going to bring in.
Got to be a young shooter here, right?
I don't have number 3 on my slip.
We'll find this young man. Just give us a second.
He's going to be the trigger man. 3.6 to go. Bulldogs inbound it. They're down 3.
That's Samino Manson, junior
so
guard.
Manson will throw the ball in. Green's better get it and go. He lobs it in. It's stolen by Johnson. And time has run out at Green. Oh, what a win by the GlenOak Golden Eagles on the road. Wow, what a wild ending to this one. Green, 2 opportunities in the final 11.8 seconds. And that one they didn't even get a shot off. And your final score, the GlenOak Gold Eagles 43 and the Green Bulldogs 40. Keep it right here. We got Lee's stats, we've got score updates, and the Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company player of the game. It's all coming up right here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Stay with us. We are back here on the Stark Media YouTube channel. Tonight's game presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by CH Vallos and Associates, by McNeill and Sons Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com, Lindseys Pizza, Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company, Leathernecks Nation MC. Also brought to you in part by Simon Says Promotions, Miracle Motors 42, and the Tiger Store. Sam Berkman, Lee Foster back here at Green. And that's a big boy road win tonight for Rick Hairston and GlenOak. Golden Eagles over a really good Green team. GlenOak wins it 43-40.
Stats and numbers.
Let's go.
Let's roll. After the first quarter, tied it all at 10. At half, GlenOak leads 23-19. After 3, Green comes storming back, winning 35-33. And at the final, 43-40, the Golden Eagles get out of here with a victory. Let's start for your home Bulldogs. Green for the ball game, 17 of 49, just 34%. 3 of 9 at the free throw line, Sammy, just 33%. Didn't play their best game by any stretch. To lead them, you did have Brady Rawlson. He finishes with a game-high 16, made 1 3-pointer, and was just 1 of 4 at the free throw line. Jarrett Taylor finishes with 5 points, 1 of 2 at the line. Nikolai Bundalo, he finishes with 4, 0 of 2 at the line. You had Mark Danner. He finishes, another guy in double figures. He finishes with 10. 2 of his buckets were 3-pointers. Luke Jansen, just 1 bucket for his 2 points. And Ben Pine off the bench had that big putback for the and one. He scores 3 points, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. For your winners, for your Golden Eagles, Ja'Cory Lipkins, 21 points, knocks down 2 3-pointers and was 3 of 4 at the foul line. Bryce Broom, 2 buckets for his 4. Reese Zerger finishes with 7, 2 free throws big at the end. Also knocked down that big pick and pop 3 late in the fourth quarter. Ben Davis, 1 bucket for his 2. Kenny Scott finishes with 4 points. His bucket was at 3, was 1 of 2 at the free throw line for his 4. Jalen McElroy off the bench for 4 points, 0 of 1 at the line. And you did have Robinson, was 1 of 2 at the free throw line, but did come up with that big steal at the end of the game. Totals for the Eagles, they were 16 of 43 at 37%, 6-11 at the free throw line, 54%.
It was a grinder. They always are, aren't they?
You aren't kidding.
They're always grinders.
You aren't kidding.
GlenOak wins it 43-40. The Eagles now 11-2 on the season, and Green drops to 9-2. Green will welcome Jackson in here Friday night at 7:30. Not sure who the Golden Eagles have Friday, but whoever it is, they will be looking for their 12th win of the season. Friday night, we will be in Massillon. The Tigers take on Canton Central Catholic. Tip-off at 7:30 on 99.7 FM and the free iHeart Radio app. So we're excited about that one. And then, of course, next Tuesday, Friday, we start up all over again. Stark Media YouTube channel on Tuesday, and then on 99.7 and the iHeart Radio app on Friday. Also, not 100% sure yet, so we don't want to put anything in cement, but there are some games possibly coming up this weekend from the Spectrum Orthopedics Classic over at North Canton Hoover. May have some games for you Saturday and Sunday. Stay tuned to the Stark Media YouTube channel. And be sure to check us out on Twitter at Stark Media Team, the Stark Media Facebook page, and on Instagram as well. Keyword at Stark Media Team. Any more updates over there, my friend, before we award our Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company player of the game?
I do. 4 minutes left over at Jackson. Tied 48-all. Final, I think we mentioned, Hoover 74, Perry 53. Joel Brown did have 22 for Perry, so shout out to that young man. And not in our favor, Lake loses 51-45 to Archbishop Hoban. Hoban outscores the Streaks 20-8 in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, that's a rough fourth quarter there.
Tommy won't be happy.
But look, the regular season, it's basically 22 scrimmages. You get ready for when it counts, and that'll be coming up here in February and March, and you try to fine-tune things, get yourself healthy, figure out your rotations, figure out your bench, and then you give it a shot. But some good ball games around the county tonight, and we had one here. GlenOak wins it by the score of 43-40. Tonight's game presented by the Eagles FOE 190 in downtown Massillon. Tonight's game also brought to you by Hilscher-Clarke Electric Company, Leathernecks Nation MC. By McNeill and Sons Tree Service. FinallyHereOhio.com. Lindseys Pizza. And our good friends at CH Vallos and Associates. Want to shout out Simon Says Promotions, the Tiger Store, and Miracle Motors 42 as well. Good stuff, man.
That was fun.
And we'll crank it up and do it again Friday. Canton Central Catholic at Massillon to take on the Tigers. 7:30 tip, 99.7 FM and the free iHeart Radio app. For my partner Lee Foster, for the CEO TJ Downing, and for all of you out there listening tonight, all along the Stark Media YouTube channel, Sam Bourquin saying so long from Green, the GlenOak Gold Eagles 43 and the Green Bulldogs 40. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you Friday. The Tigers and the Crusaders on 99.7 of the free iHeart Radio app. So long.